What up, young Tiny? What up, Mac Here's and Maniacs? What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of K and Video Live Streams. Man, I'm just sitting here chilling. That was a pretty good NBA Final game too. Not surprised at the outcome. I'm not surprised at the poor performances by Kyrie Irving and Jason Tatum. But nevertheless, good game. I'm pretty upset at Dave Roberts managing and the Dodgers dropping game three of the Yankees. But 2 out of 3, hey. Western Ave, what up with you? What's going on? So all the talk today since I woke up been about Melly Mel and Frog. And I really don't have a whole lot to say about that. I'll let the people keep speaking on that and talking about that. But I got an earful all day long. All day long, I got an earful of that one. Miss 702, good to see you again. I know you abandoned us for 2024, but I'm glad to see you back tonight. Good to see you on SAG's channel today. What a pleasure. Michelle, how you doing today, Michelle? You forgot about the game, nigga. Aaron Judge hitting back. Man, Aaron Judge is a piece, man. Aaron Judge is not to be messed with, man. You know what they say. Sometimes, man, good things come to those that wait. It took Aaron Judge a while to get to the major leagues, but it's paying off right now. He's the best in the game as far as hitting go right now. Marlon Guest, good looking out, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I appreciate you, my brother. And Odom, what it do, man? Welcome to the stream tonight. Yep. Yeah, we had fun the other night, man. You know what's crazy though? What up, Kev Mac, Monkey Mike back in the building? What up, Monkey Mike? How you get a name like that? And why you spell it differently? Dragon Low, what's up with you? Finna watch, but got caught up messing with these grandkids. Damn. Grandkids are a blessing. They should come before the game. Uh, but yeah, I've been getting some good comments the last few days. But you notice whenever there's some good comments on this channel, the numbers just don't be there. What is it? What the hell is it? I can give a long, boring live and get more likes than the shows that you guys say been pretty good. That's crazy to me. Victoria Lopez, what up? What it do, Kev? It's your West Say homie under a burner name. I don't know where Slick's at, man. Don't come in here asking about. I don't know where Slick's at. But yeah, I've been having fun up in here the last few days. See that make it worth coming on. You know what I'm saying? Spending my time with you guys. We've been lucky enough to avoid the trolls a lot lately. But of course, we got to deal with Uncle Buck. Uncle Buck's always a problem. Big brother Black Jack gave me the name, my G. Black Jack. Y'all got some cold name. Cuz we getting ready to go over Black Jack and Monkey Mike's house, cuz. No. Monkey Mike, where you at, cuz? Black Jack, where you at, cuz? Oh, them some different names a little bit. Hey, Mike, welcome to the platform. No. Where's all my Delaware people at? Any Delaware people up in here tonight? What's up, Skeet? Might have to put Cluck back on lock. Well, because it was music night, I didn't mind. So he got a pass last night. What it do, my G? Much love, homie, all the way from Corpus Christi, Texas. Not two C's as in Compton Crip, but two C's as in Corpus Christi. What up, Double C? What up, man? He can't wait for Pilco. I'm saying, but we ain't even gonna get on him right now. Allerton in the house. We already doing better than Captain Cole's whole night last night. Shit, man, what we need music for when we can do a regular live, a lot less time. I'm not gonna say more entertaining because he puts the mixes together properly. Like he be doing some good stuff on the mixes. But yeah, I basically I gave Captain Cole his warning for his walking papers. I don't know how much longer I could deal with Captain Cole, man, because we putting 2 hours, 2.5 hours in, and to me, it just haven't been worth it. It started off cracking. Everybody was loving it. Everything was good, but I don't know. So we're gonna start promoting his channel. So those of y'all that like his mixes and love music, y'all be able to tune in to Captain Cole's channel and get a bar of that over there. So we'll talk about that on Wednesday. Crooked City by the Bay Golf Course on the map. Boy, you own him, Western Ave. You're not gonna wait till he show up. You just own him, right? You on that fool's neck. OG Steve, man, KMV live streams. Support a real one. Where content is king. Kev Mac video, full. Looking out, OG Steve. Robert Allison, what up? What it do, Michael H? Mm-hmm. What up, KM? Me and the wife checking in. Fool, wife let you hang out the other day. Man, I was sending all kind of bluff moves so you get out of there and y'all stayed down, man. Shout out to you and your wife, man. I see why you love her. I know she love you too, man. Because I sure was trying to run you off and y'all didn't go nowhere. That let me know y'all really in tune with Kev Mac and Kev Mac videos. So I appreciate y'all, man. North Carolina by way of Mid-City, Los Angeles. Mid-City, all right. Fitz, what up, man? I know it's getting late out there, dog. It's about damn near midnight where you at. What you think about that Boston game, fool? I just stumbled up on your live when you coming to visit the month. Oh, when I'm coming to visit the month. Oh, that's Michael. Man, I didn't know that was you, month. Man, how I let your name get past me? When I seen that picture, uh, I don't know, man, but we can arrange something, man. I always got time for you. You my real homeboy, man. You one of the few that I have a high regard for, major respect and love for, man. And I will always respect the fact that you embrace me as a homie and ain't never been with no funny stuff. So, we can make something happen, man. All you got to do is answer your phone or call me, my brother. Uh, you just don't have time to get in front of my camera no more, man. But we can always hang out, man. Go have a drink, a bite to eat, whatever. You know what I mean? But I don't plan on coming no time soon. I can say that much. But we can make it happen. Just let me know. Food don't even pay me no mind. I just like messing with his milk dud head. Man, Mump, you need to change your screen name to Mumpy, man. Mumpy's that name, man. Mumpy got that swag. I'll be out your way in a few weeks. All right, I should be here then. I'm headed to Texas soon, but not. I'll probably be here when you get here though. Ken, what you think of Verlander coming to the Dodgers? I think Verlander's a little washed up. He's still good, but I think he's a little washed up. We don't need him now. If we couldn't get him 5 years ago, we don't need him now. Man. This fool bouncing around team to team. The Dodgers should have been a priority for that cat. Brandon Crowder, good looking out, man. Appreciate you as well. Salute from DC. Man, I love DC, man. I got to go back next year. I'm going to try to make DC, Baltimore, and New York a every year thing for the rest of my life. At least as long as I can still walk and breathe on my own. I plan on coming that way every year, man. That's how much I liked it. That's how much I enjoyed getting away from here. So thanks, man. What's this? Okay. Yeah, it's a gang of Michaels in here. That's why I didn't even recognize him, right? Michael Hawkins, Michael H. You feel me? Paquama Red, what up, homeboy? Dude, Asiatic say I'm Michael H. also, man. Yeah. That's four of y'all then, right? Just in here right now, right? Crack sales, prostitution, extortion, you name it, allegedly. Okie Betha. Let's go. Let's go. It's got to be a great night if the big legendary Mumpy stumbled up on the lot. And he didn't stumble up 40, 50 minutes in. He stumbled up off the top. You know I'm happy about that. We got the monster up in here. You know, Mump should really go live. Like you should really click on the link, Mump. I don't know if you still know how to click the link. You know, I know you smart and computer savvy though. But if you just want to say hi, how you doing, and trick us again and say you got a story on six homies, you always welcome to come lie to everybody and say you got a story for us. D. Carroll, I saw that reparations rally with Malik, Zulu, Shabazz, and Silas Muhammad. Mike Harvey, much love. Posted at work getting a bar of KM live streams. Hit them likes, people. This is the word. All started real stuff, man. All started. So yeah, man. Yeah, but what's up, y'all? I see everybody getting up in here tonight. That's a good thing. I'm in a line. However, once I clear, I'm clicking it. Oh shit, we got a Mumpy sighting tonight, y'all. Y'all get ready. Y'all share it. Y'all call a friend. I remember the first time Mump came on my live. You know, I thought he knew the whole get down, right? Man, I seen Mump in LA. Mump said, Kev, man, why you do me like that? I'm like, somebody done lied on me. I'm like, what'd I do? He said, man, I didn't know that many people be watching. That tickled me, man. Yeah, we had a lot of people watching, man. You know, it's a lot of people that know of you now that wouldn't have necessarily have known of you without YouTube, and it's a lot of people that really like your swag and want to hear whatever you got to say. Believe that. Dallas through. Dallas might do better at home, but yeah, I already knew Boston was too much for Dallas, man. Kyrie, you know the cold part? Tatum ain't shit. I mean, he did the little small intangibles. Tatum be acting like a bum in big games. Problem is, Kyrie ain't doing nothing, man. Too many different guys sticking Kyrie. And each one of them can slow him down. That's the funny part. He got a couple of layups today, though. The other day, he couldn't even make them layups. They was on him so tough. He got a little spacing today, but he ain't got it, man. Kyrie don't have that killer instinct right now. And Luca, I told y'all before, what did I say before game one? I said, Luca and Kyrie, I was wrong about Kyrie. I said, Luca going to get his 30, 32. Remember I said that? He going to get his 9 rebounds and 8 assists. He's doing that. Luca's doing his part. But do you have another gear, though? Can you do that in a big game? You did it against some of the other teams, but can you do it in the finals, though? So, yeah, New York Yankees finally got one. Kylie gonna get hurt. He playing away too hard. Boston about to sweep the front. I don't know about all that, but Big Kev Mac show his face tomorrow. I'm not even showing my face tomorrow. I can't tell nobody else to show their face when I'm not showing mine, right? Of course, I don't live in California, but I would have loved to show up tomorrow if I was in a situation to show up tomorrow. Oh, my head is up always. Even when my head is down, y'all won't know it. I might share some things, but I won't show you with my head down. Kyrie need to pass the ball and cut, but that's the problem. I seen that with Boston too. You're right, but I don't even think it's just a Dallas Maverick thing or a Kyrie thing. Did you see Boston in the first quarter? Boston wasn't even moving. They wasn't even moving their feet on offense. Porzingis is the only one who had his feet moving on offense in the first quarter. So I don't know what it is with these dudes, man. I mean, you grow up playing this as a kid and you learn on a high school level, you learn on a college level. You even learn when you become a rookie. Like, at what point do you guys not understand that you have to keep your feet moving, slash, cut, and do the intangibles like the bum Tatum was doing tonight? But the most underrated player so far, I think White has been one this year, but I think Porzingis is still not getting his respect. You see, when the game started, they said that Porzingis already had his one good game; he won't have another. Like, how y'all just shoot the dude down like that? Y'all won't say that about Caitlin Clark. How you gonna shoot Porzingis down like Porzingis is a scorer, and he's gonna block some important shots. He's, and he's unmatched. They don't have nobody that can stop Porzingis. But anyway, all right. Sorry about the sports talk, you guys. Sorry. I try to answer to the comments. You know what I mean? Monique Hill, what's up with you, sweetheart? Good to see you. Good to see you. Southside, what it do, homeboy? That was deep what you just said earlier, not letting the person know when you're down. I mean, you know how it go. I will express some things with y'all. You know, I always say I'm very transparent, but I'm only tell you guys what I want to tell you. I'm not going to tell you what I don't want to tell you. Laker Nation, but Boston going to win for Bill Wall. Now, see, I'm with that. I'm with that gangbanger life coach. Crazy, I'm with that, man. Yesterday at the pool party, Suge Knight's ex-wife's son says to me, he says, man, who gonna win? Who gonna win this finals? I said, the Boston Celtics. Who gonna win game 2? The Boston Celtics. He said, man, forget that, man. We Laker fan. We can't have them one up on us. I said, you didn't ask me how I feel about it. You asked me who gonna win. Yeah, but we Lakers, man. We Lakers. First of all, he didn't even ask me if I was a Laker fan. But he went on and on. I'm like, look, man, I'm just trying to keep it real with you, dog. I'm not trying to be biased because I'm a Laker fan. You asked me who gonna win and who gonna win game 2. I'm only giving you flowers while you're still around, brother. Thank you, Michael. So I don't get no flowers when I'm not around. Is that what you're saying? Because you look, here go the thing about flowers, and here go the thing about a real one. What's up, Bam? This is why I don't want to be called an OG. I don't want to be called a real one. Because the fact that in this internet world, YouTube or whatever, or the expansion of Blood and Crip Gang history over the years, people leave comments calling people real ones. You don't even know that guy, man. You don't even know half the real. And they call everybody OG. Man, I'm not an OG, man. I've never been an OG. No matter what you may think of me because of maybe the knowledge I spit, because of some of the older guys that I hang out with from time to time, or maybe because I'm old, I'm a little gray, but no, man, that's putting too much on it. I don't want to be a real nigga. I don't even want to be a nigga. As much as I use the word nigga, I don't even want to be a nigga. Call me a Negro. Call me an asshole. Just tell me I ain't shit. The streets crown you, you can't crown yourself. I feel you, man. But even if the streets give me a crown, man, it's undeserved. So, like I said, if they didn't call you OG Monk, OG Dave, OG Rick, OG whatever back in the day, OG Petey Wack, OG Key Rock, it's kind of hard to be OG now. You know what I'm saying? You promised us interviews this year. I did. Maybe I thought I could get y'all some interviews. You know what I'm saying? TMC lifestyle. You know, I can only do what I could do, my brother. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna stress out and do too much. You know what I'm saying? To where I'm going crazy, right? Where I'm blowing gaskets on YouTube and stuff. Dog, it just is what it is, man. As far as I'm concerned, this is an interview right here. Especially if Mumpy pops on after he get out of the line. I don't know, Bam. I mean, you can call it what you want, man. I'm not as old as you, homie. I haven't been around as many corners as you. I ain't been on them level 4s with you. Or them riots with the Mexican Mafia, the wars with the BGF. None of that, man. So I think that would be giving me a little too much. Bam, but whatever y'all say, man, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, without my point was, I see comments saying dude's a real one. This dude's a real one. This dude's a real one. This dude's a real one. And the reasons that they state these guys are real seem very valid. But I'd be like, you don't even know half the story because you're saying some of the positive things which influence why you think somebody a real one. You don't even see and understand some of the other stuff going on or what you're hearing, because you would not dare tell a person that. You would not pump nobody up like that. I said earlier, going through some stuff is the C, but gotta stay positive. Facts. Good looking, kid. Absolutely, man. You know you can always text me. I'll talk when I got time. You know what I mean? Pacoima, come on, man. Kev, I came across this guy, Frog. He was going off. Yeah, Frog, Bounty Hunter Frog, Triple OG, Bounty Hunter Frog. Yeah. Frog spit out some things, and Melly Mel gave out a response. Pretty much that's what I woke up to this morning. In fact, that is what I woke up to this morning, and phone been ringing off the hook about that situation. But like I said, I don't have no public opinion one way or the other. But I will say this: if I may offer my opinion, if I may offer my opinion, we talk about these guys in their 30s. We talk about these guys in their late 30s on YouTube going at it with each other. You guys in your 60s, look in the mirror, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Some beefs just ain't worth it. Some clout is just not worth it, especially when you're trying to unify brothers and speak intelligently, which both of those brothers usually try to do. But you damn sure can't talk about no 30 years old doing it when you down there twice their age and you're doing the same thing. So uh, let's get it together, y'all. Let's get it together, man. I mean, it's no big deal, Bill Head. I'm just saying, man. I don't want to make it an issue, my brother. I don't like the title OG. I don't like the title real one or real nigga. That's just me. It's not gonna change whether what you call me or whether I accept a title or not. But the fact that I don't like it, I just don't like it, man. Some things aren't fitting to me. OG Steve, yeah, OG Steve's always a good guy. Life Path 13 says insanity. I remember they use you, then show no love. I remember they used you, then show no love. Wow, that's deep right there. That kind of pierces my heart right there, man. They use me, and then they don't show no love. Wow, that's deep, homie. Bam, I see Bam hashtag me. Bam mentions me all the time, man. But SAG does too. SAG, you know what I mean? They say the Allerton Loc up in the building, man. What it do? What it do? He hit you with the relative, Fitzgerald. The definition of what's real changes by the second these days. See, that's what I'm saying. I feel like so does the title OG, my brother. I do too. I mean, I realize it's said with respect, right? You very rarely, if ever, gonna hear somebody call you OG and disrespect you. But unless they talking about some crack smoking or something like that. But what up, Kev Mac? Love the videos. G, just wondering if you have any work outside of LA history. Keep going. Actually, I don't. Only history I got, we got some guys from New York, Santana, right? I interviewed them, Damo's in New York. I interviewed Hiram Clark in Houston. And that's about it, my brother. I prefer, well, I actually was going to do something out in Alabama, but things didn't work out right. A lot of things didn't work out right. I was supposed to go see Daryl Strawberry in New York on June 1st. A lot of things didn't work out. But nevertheless, uh, I think I think probably some Alabama history, man, and maybe like either Arizona or Colorado might be good. But I'm pretty much cool outside of California, man, because I don't know the landscape. I don't know the individuals. I don't know the names that was ringing when I was young. I don't know who the founders are. And, I don't know what schools and what beefs happen, when, where, and why. You know what I mean? When we start dealing with LA, let's just keep it 100. I've been reading newspaper articles and court cases since 1998. So I'm aware of a lot of the telling, the gang beefs, and all of that type of stuff. Who shot who according to the courts or the newspapers. When, we got the dates and all that type of stuff. What up, Goob? So I'm more equipped to ask certain questions and understand the dynamics of gang beefs. And I know the landscape of LA County for the most part. I know all of the city, but most of the county. And so, I have my ways of fishing for information, bringing out the best of people, highlighting people, showing the good things that some of us have done, because society says we can't be rehabilitated. Society says we should be locked away and the key should be thrown out. So I like to kind of go over the bad that we done and show that there are some smart individuals, some good individuals. Dudes can come back into society and fit in. They can hold down good jobs. They can hold down a family. Some dudes are good money managers. You know what I mean? And they didn't participate. A lot of these guys didn't participate in the crack genocide, selling crack to one another. And I just look at us as a whole, man. We have a lot of similarities, but we not no big dummies. Everybody's not no big dummy, man. Some dudes know how to conduct themselves and carry themselves in an upstanding fashion. And Mump would be one of those that do the. I mean, they come from every hood. Don't get it twisted. But the fact that Mump is in the comment section right now, I'm gonna give Mump his flowers. But they come from everywhere, from the South Side, from the front hood, from Park Village, Santana neighborhood, Atlantic Drive, the Swamps, Nutty Block, 165. You know what I mean? They come from everywhere. They come from West Side Paru, uh, Luders Park. They come all over Compton, all through South Los Angeles, Watts, the East Side, the West Side, West LA, the Valley. You feel me? Long Beach, Inglewood, Hawthorne, Gardena. And so we just got to show that we can be better. We got to highlight some of the guys that know how to speak. We need to highlight some of the guys that know how to lead in a positive direction. We know how we need more dudes to step up and just tell the real and how they really feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, give your testimony. See, that's what I don't like when I keep hearing all these naysayers say, "Oh, why are you still going over history? Why are you still interviewing those old guys?" Man, they are the foundation. And we haven't got everything all together because of so many lies, so much front, and so much hatred and jealousy that's still going on. You feel me? So, yeah, man, we got to pull it together. Hopefully, in my lifetime, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, in this lifetime, bro, we pull it together, man, and be on one accord, man. And and one of the biggest misconceptions, we don't have to all like each other. But it ain't that hard to respect one another or stay out each other's way, man. We full of egomaniacs, man. The ego is a big thing. And you know what? No talking. No talking. It's about muscle these days. You know what's crazy is Melly Mel has said something in his video today about Frog's ego. And me personally, I think guys need to hear that. I got a homeboy that stay in my ear. I told him today, like, Frog need a homeboy like you. Cause you're gonna always tell me when you think something ain't right, or we gonna debate it, and I'm gonna hear your side, you gonna hear my side. We gonna respect, we don't argue. My homeboy tell you we ain't never had an argument. He'll say, listen here. And I'm gonna listen. And I'll cut him off, or I'll wait till he finish, and I'll say, all right, now listen to my part. And he said, go ahead, you listen to me, I'm gonna listen to you. Sometimes you need that in your life to keep you grounded. But my point was, I told Frog that long ago. I don't say it in public, but I told Frog that long ago. Sometimes you have to hear these things, man, so you can see what type of see how people feel you, how people view you, and perceive uh, the way that you really are. Constructive criticism is a great thing to have, especially when it's a friend or a confidant, someone you trust, that you know ain't out to hurt you, that you know ain't backbiting, that you know ain't talking about you behind your back. You know what I mean? But I'll say this much. This is my homeboy who I said I went to the feds to visit him. I went to visit him when he was in the feds. Uh, so sometime, man, y'all may not be the tightest ever, but if you work on your friendship and you keep everything A1, y'all gonna have a mutual respect for each other. No matter whose reputation is bigger, no matter who started banging hardcore first, no matter who been around the most egregious incidents that's been documented in LA history, y'all gonna have that mutual understanding, that mutual love, man, when y'all keep it real with each other. And we have to be open to constructive criticism, first of all. You know, the ego is a very dangerous weapon, man. But anyway, man, I don't mean to be coming on here trying to keep shit real every night. You know what I'm saying? It's just a point where I'm at in this particular mindset right now, right? Like, you're not going to hear this for the next 6 months. It's just how I've been feeling lately, man. I feel like some things need to be spoke on. And a lot of people keep saying that I'm the guy. I don't feel like I'm that guy. But a lot of people say, you the guy that needs to say these things for the simple fact everybody's watching. A lot of people say, man, them dudes is watching you, man. They studying your questions. They studying the history that you done got from dudes you interviewed. They breaking down your interviews. They watching over and over and over until they understand it. They they asking these questions only because they are used to hearing the way that you and S Mac ask these questions. So I said, I'll go ahead and say some things, you know what I'm saying? But I'm only gonna say what I feel. I'm not gonna say what you want me to say. I'm not going to spread your agenda out on my viewers or any other viewers on YouTube. I'm going to just speak my piece and stay within my realm of society. Try to stay in that box without going outside that box. I don't ever want to be the man. I don't have a problem with apologizing. I can be very apologetic. But I don't want to be that moron that keep making mistakes where I have to go back and apologize to you. I don't want to be that nigga that overstepped my boundary and now I feel the need for a public apology. I don't want to be that guy, man. I really don't. But one thing's for sure, I enjoy talking to y'all though. You know, when people leave comments on people's video, oh, this is a real one here, real one here, real one. Now, what y'all need to start doing is saying the people that watch this channel are real ones. Y'all come up in here, man. Y'all understand that I'm not with all that dissing the C and dissing the BP or whatever else, right? The G, the trade. None. I'm not with all. I'm not with that. Uh, the Hoovers, the H's, the Stars. I'm not with all that coming in here dissing Compton and none of that, right? So I want you guys to know, man, that when y'all do come in here, know that you amongst real ones in here that are very respectable. Know that everybody in this comment section is a regular here are very respectful and understand my entire get down when it comes to this internet shit, right? Because too many times, too often, not just trolls, but people that are unfamiliar with the person on the screen leave some of the dumbest comments. And I don't really get a lot of dumb comments on none of my videos, especially on this channel. I don't get a lot of dumb comments. But when I do, I'm like, either this fool is a kid or this fool ain't been watching. And if you ain't been watching, you really behind because the content creators that you watching and following have been watching or have been a part of this channel or been interviewed on this channel. KM and Baby S, the best to ever do it, like Shaq and Kobe. That's what's up, man. Good looking out. Good looking out, man. Blade, good looking out. You got people in here from everywhere. I became cool with folks from all over through KMV. And you ain't the only one, homie. I know a lot of people don't like to say it, But a lot of these dudes that talk about they OG this, they OG that, and they've been around, they second generation and all this, third generation. Man, keep that shit real, man. Just like Melly Mel put me with a couple guys from Compton, right? Man, I done put so many different people together. I done put Compton with Compton. I done put Compton Crips with Compton Pyrus and vice versa. Man, I done put Compton Crips with LA Crips and vice versa. I done re-solidified old relationships with dudes that ain't seen each other since the 80s. This is part of my work. This is the part that a lot of people don't see. A lot of dudes, not just you, Young Tiny, that been interviewed, man, they didn't know each other, man. They didn't know each other. I remember when I met Little Caesar from Inglewood Family. Little Caesar gave me a couple of names that he felt like I should try to pursue an interview. And when Little Caesar said it, I already knew it was a gold mine. Little Caesar ain't gonna steer you to no buster or no nobody, right? So in situations like that, I got homies that speak to homies from every different hood. And they may holler at them and be like, you know Kim? Yeah, I know. Man, tell that nigga I like his channel. Vice versa. You know, I got homies that be like, oh man, I didn't know you knew this dude. Can you call him for me? You got his number? Yeah, let me see what I can do for you. Right. But yeah, man, Bill here, you say you a true maniac. You know the real. You know the real. And sometimes it ain't even about, just trying to defend yourself or be so real like you realer than somebody else. It ain't never about that. But I do feel like at times some things need to come out. All this faking and flaking need to come out. Like y'all know I'm quick to call a nigga a flake. I say it to his face. Male, female, blood, crib. I am quick to call a nigga a flake. If you flake on me, nigga, the world need to know you a flake, nigga. But I try not, if this individual is supposed to be a rat or this individual is a rat, you know, I try to stay out of that business in public. I may get at you one on one, like, hey, you shouldn't interview this dude because he ain't no good. And this is why he ain't no good. But I refrain from doing that now because I found out that don't help. Like you tell a nigga this nigga ain't good, he want him even more. This nigga's so hungry for content, he gonna go get that nigga. He gonna compromise his channel, his YouTube, his library. I don't want to do that. Like I said, I may have interviewed a rat here or there, not knowingly. You know what I'm saying? But when you know guys ain't no good and you go pursuing them, I mean, that's your prerogative. That's your channel. That's your get out. That's your journalist. I try to stay away from that, man. Because what is the purpose of it? What is it? Unless you're gonna ask the dude, why did you tell on this guy? Was you scared to death? What was the benefit of telling on this guy? How has your life been since you told on it? Do you worry about niggas hiding in bushes? Do you carry multiple guns now? Do you have a working relationship with law? Do you have your own personal FBI agent that you could contact when you in fear of your life? Like, how does that go, nigga? You part of the witness protection program? You know what I'm saying? I want to know all that if we're gonna talk to you, nigga. When y'all talk to that dude Sammy the Bull, y'all ask Sammy the Bull all the snitch questions. Mark Smith, good looking out. You the first one I watched. I know all of them because of you. To me, you are what they are trying to follow. Sometimes that's true. But I always give respect. Will always take my S cap off or my Dodger cap off to any dude that figures out and finds his own lane. You feel me? I'm a dude, got a flare gun, huh? Laugh master dude got a flare gun. Who got a flare gun? What you talking about, homie? I'm out the loop. Put me up on game, my brother. Put me up on game. But again, I'm gonna say this one last time. I don't like trying to talk about real situations and really have dudes check themselves because it's not gonna get nobody's gonna view this shit but us. Just the regulars gonna view this shit. Ain't nobody gonna leave no comment because they gonna feel stupid because of some of the comments they left from other channels. Some niggas don't want to know the truth. Y'all know that. A lot of people like lies. A lot of people like myths. Myths are so interesting, right? I'm talking about when snitch get ran up on. All right. So, Mump, you still in line or what, homeboy? Or you threw another 60 fake at us, homie? You was supposed to give us 6 stories on 6 different individuals. We'll take one tonight, and you could come back in December and give us another one. We'll take one every 6 months, Mumpy. Man. Man, you know it's so many people, man. Honest to God, you know what I'm saying? Uh, Several people have gotten at me recently that I don't even know. They say they started a channel because of me. I'm like, damn, I don't even know everybody that started a channel because of me. I don't even know a lot of people that watch KM videos and then go start a channel. I have no idea. Nigga don't tell me, hey, I'm finna start a channel, man. They tell me afterwards, after they get going. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all y'all that I inspired, man. Keep doing your thing. Try to keep your content in order and respectful, man. I mean, when I say that, I'm saying if you come from the KMV family tree, if you don't come from that tree and you into the drama, you into the exposing people, that's on you, man. I ain't got a problem with that. A lot of that shit's entertaining. A lot of that's funny. What I do got a problem with is those that be mixing these truths with the fake. Like you sit there and you be like, this dude this dude that, this dude that. And I be there like a cheerleader, nigga. I be like, ooh, he right. Ooh, he right. Ooh, he put him on black. Oh, man. This nigga know what he talking about. And then boom, boom. Like, huh? Where did that come from? Man, that's the most bullshit, biggest lie. Now I can't trust you. I can't trust the information no more. I respect when a guy comes back and say, I misspoke, I was wrong, I shouldn't have said this, that, and the other. I apologize. I respect that. But the problem when we talk about being careful with the content, try to get it right the first time or try to avoid it the first time. Then we don't need an apology because what happens is, like, I'm gonna give you an example. No, I don't want to give you an example, but let me give you a hypothetical. If a dude say something about somebody, let's say this dude got punked in the county jail, he slept up under the bunk, he never got to eat his food, they took his food, they took his store. If that's the first thing people hear about a person, they gonna believe that shit. And guess what? Them same people that hear it, they run and talk about it, share it, they repeat it, and by the time the truth come back around, whether it's 24 hours, 48 hours, or 6 months later, they don't ever hear the cleanup. They don't ever hear the apology or the extract. They only hear the initial statements about somebody being no good. So we're doing a disservice to individuals when we come out and give misinformation off the top. So I'd appreciate it whether you a gossip channel, whether you a shit starting channel, whether you exposing individuals, reading paperwork, going in old newspapers, going back in your Rolodex when you was in jail with a nigga when he first got locked up. Just try to either avoid it or give it to us right the first time. I think everybody would be much safer that way. The individual being talked about and the individual doing the speaking. But oh, they go Buck. Hey Buck. Western Ave was looking for you. Man, you know the Mac kids and maniacs is where it's at, man. Look, I got a homegirl and I got a female I don't even know at the pool party yesterday, right? Both of them hit me with the what's your viewers, the Mac heads and maniacs? That caught me by surprise. Like they couldn't even remember Kev Mac videos or KM video live stream. all they could remember is the Mac Heads and Mania. I'm like, we got some cool females up around the pool today, man. So again, you never know who's watching, and you want everything to be on the up and up as much as you can, man. I understand some people lie, some people get misinformation. That shit's gonna happen. Michelle Angeles Vista, what up with you? Hate you got up out of here the other day when Captain Cole was talking his BS. Captain Cole said, let y'all know he just be trolling one individual. He don't mean to talk about women like that. It's just one individual that scarred him for life, and he's gonna attack her and stay on her neck. Kev Mac, do you have any stories about runaway kids in Hollywood? Man, I don't know about no runaway kids in Hollywood. Unless them break dancers was running away. I mean, if the break dancers and the pop lockers that was on Hollywood Boulevard dancing and shit in the early 80s, if they was runaways, I don't know about. Like, I never seen a nigga say, hey, cuz, I ran away from home, cuz, watch me do this windmill, nigga. Hey, cuz, I'm finna break on you, nigga, then I'm finna go run away from home. I don't know nothing about that, my nigga. I'm on Allerton, psychomaniac supporter of KMV. That's what's up, OGC. OGC, you've been the realest, one of the top realest supporters of this channel, period, right? K Mac, in my opinion, you put faces to name in Monsters Cody book. Now we know who Mumpy is. That's a fact. That's a fact. Look like Mumpy gave us a 60 fake tonight. But shout out to Mumpy, man, for stopping through and leaving a comment. I'm talking about teenage runaways, like prostitutes. It was a movie called Children Up. Bro, I wasn't talking to no teenage runaway prostitute. I ain't got no pimp in my DNA. Man, I wasn't getting in their head like what brings you to Hollywood? Miss 15-year-old, Miss 16-year-old, what got you in Hollywood? Man, I don't know about them teenage prostitutes, brother. No disrespect, California nationalist 1985. It's just not my cup of tea, my brother. Hey, they could call me Hollywood Kev Mac all they want. Rodney Scott, bro, what are you talking about? He did 5 years on 19 murders. He told on way more than just John Gotti. He told on everybody he could. Gotti, a lot of others died in there because of him. Ouch. Kev Mac Mumpy for president. Lawyer, what up, homeboy? I should be seeing you pretty soon, lawyer. I met Slick through you, and now he's the homie, even though he's even though he's from Africa, right? What they got to do with this platform? Four strange questions. Bam been up in here for 48 minutes, man. Salute Bam for checking out the channel, man. James Cash said he put away over 100 guys, Kev. I don't know how many he put away. I know he put a lot away. That's all I know. I'm just rereading the comments. But, motherfuckers didn't have a problem watching Nicky Barnes movie, huh? I mean, that's what I'm saying, man. Some mysterious things have you like a cat. You had that curiosity. He says, Sam the Rat Gravano. Hey, Mump, if you still listening, man, go Young DJ out the hundreds. He got pimping in his DNA. He said, man, you don't mess with us. OG Bam. Salute, Blaze and James Cash. Yeah, Mr. Gould, what it do, Gould, what it do, Mr. Gould. I don't think they're a Nicky Barnes movie. You know what I'm talking about, though. Nicky Barnes was in that movie, and Nicky Barnes done some interviews. So. Kev, I got a history question for you, OG. Why don't the Rolling 30s and Rolling 20s bang neighborhood? Man, that question is asked so often, as Bird from Slauson would say. I don't want to answer a question with a question, but Where are you from? Where were you born and raised? Before I answer your question. OG Bam is the man, amazing life, and looking forward to hearing more from him and seeing his continued success. I wish everybody continued success, man. I seen it, you know, I seen some comments I think I'll save for another live. I think it'll be a good topic as far as success, but I want to point out the difference between success and a lack of success. Why some people will not flourish and why some people have been able to stick around as long as they have. You know, he talking about the 20s in Long Beach because the 20s in LA are neighborhood. Come on, Western Ave. Don't be so critical without having some type of understanding. You from the IE? All right. Well, the 30s actually came out. Actually, 30s actually came out as Harlems. So they were already established as Harlems. So there really was no need for them to link up with no neighborhoods. In 78, they became Rollins. So that was their connection. Their connection was to the Rollins, not the neighborhood. So that allowed them to keep their friendships in order and not have to abide by neighborhood politics. In fact, they ended up beefing with the 40s for 10 years. And so that wouldn't have necessarily been a great move anyway. Two neighborhoods going at it for so long. And the Harlem's are one of the original West Side sets, period. So they don't have to get in line with nobody else. As far as the 20s in Long Beach, that says it all right there. They're in Long Beach. Kev Mac, I hear back in the 80s, I heard that AIDS hit Los Angeles bad. When did you first hear about it? I first heard about it when Magic Johnson attracted it. HIV. That's when I first heard about it. Yeah, they talk about how bad it hit. I honestly, personally, only knew of, outside of the whatever Easy E allegedly died of. I've only heard of homosexuals dying of it, and those homosexuals were basically concentrated in one area and basically dealt with dudes in one of two areas, either Leimert Park or Hollywood/Beverly Hills. Um, but all them dudes was like they were smokers and homosexuals. So I don't know how hard it hit LA. I don't know who it hit. I don't have no homeboys or no enemies that I know of that actually died of AIDS. Uh, so that's up to you, my brother, when you say it hit LA hard. Easy E, Magic Johnson, man, that's crazy. And brothers put the pause on for real, for real. Man, Buck, there you go, Buck. You know your time is limited, homie. Get your jokes in fast, cause once Western Ave click your ass, nigga, I am not safe. I am not gonna be Captain Saberhawk. Check out Telly Hankin and Mooney Trials 39ers. There was a time it was called Grid, and then it was called Grid, Cancer, and then finally we heard AIDS. Mm, that's interesting. It didn't attack our community like most people think, but it hit us. Fitzgerald Godwin, dude from No 39er gang, was laying it down. Feds came in, told the whole crew they killed Magnolia Shorty. Yeah, Bam, I don't know, man. I don't know who really got hit with that, man. I know it was a scare in the black community. Who's to say that scare wasn't to get black people to wear more condoms so that blacks wouldn't be putting babies in these white girls and the black population wouldn't continue to multiply. I mean, I'm not a big conspiracy guy, but it kind of seems like that could be possible, right? Kind of surprised it's not like a major conspiracy because the black population went down after that. The condom sales went way sky high, right? I'm just saying, man, some things that make you go, right? Now, Nipsey and Kobe passing almost a year apart changed LA. Hmm. But I don't know, man. I know blacks messing with white women wasn't as popular before all the HIV stuff, but when them basketball players like Magic and all them dudes were laid up with white women having orgies and these big pool parties, seems to me somebody didn't want all these black dudes impregnating white women or putting their DNA in these white girls out of fear that they may contract whatever the black guy may give to her. It could have been gonorrhea. It could have been syphilis from the 1960s syphilis experiment that the government did on black people. Uh, ain't no telling, man. Ain't no telling. I don't mess with women on the east side of Compton. Ouch. Damn, bam. Ouch. But you just never know, man. You just never know. Now, what are we doing 40 years later? 40 years later, what are we doing? Talking about how the black numbers are down, talking about how black people ain't got shit, talking about how black people need our own city, our own state, right? Crazy. AIDS was serious, but from my standpoint, it didn't slow down all the sex. People, in fact, were more reckless thinking it won't get me. You think they were more reckless? Because the reproduction sure went down, bro, in America. Damn, y'all don't like snow bunnies? Theory one is the government slid AIDS into our black communities just like the drugs and weapons to help destroy us. Mm, the theory could be on point. Who knows? But again, I don't know that many people that died of AIDS, but the homosexual community that used to smoke crack. Man, Cluck's scared to go down Figueroa unless he buying some dope. Kev Mac, hot Cheetos, water, and AC blast. And I could do without the hot Cheetos, but water and AC blast, and definitely, man. I was thinking today. I think I mentioned this the other day, but today I gave it some serious thought because I said, "Damn, man, I got to go get some water and some fruit punch. I ain't got no water, man. I don't think I ever said no shit like that. I don't think I ever felt like, hey, I got to go buy some water, man." So I was thinking about that, like, man, I ain't never drank so much water in my life. Now I kind of worry about my childhood. And even when I went to prison, I wasn't drinking water. Man, I was drinking Kool-Aid with a whole bunch of sugar in it. Dog, man, that's crazy, man. I've been on sodas all my life since a little kid, man, drinking McDonald's sodas, Fanta sodas, Springfield sodas, right? Coca-Colas and Sprites all my damn life. So now I'm like, damn, I wonder what my life would have been like had I been drinking water like this when I was young, especially in prison. Talk about basketball player getting private jet to fly. Shit, if they can afford it, shit, they good. I don't know nothing about it versus Miami versus Clippers. I don't know nothing about that. You're still on the path to recover, Kev. I think your body just needs that now. My baby been on me about drinking more water. Man, you gotta drink water. Especially out here in the desert though. You still in LA, man. I'm in the desert. You not only be hot, man, you sweat so much. You gotta replace that. Soda was put into the black Cuban community to destroy. Well, they did a good job on me, Asiatic Supreme, without question. I am a victim to that. Can we sue? Can we put a lawsuit together and get some money? Now, everybody know I'm a soda, strawberry soda, Snicker Dorito type of guy. Everybody that grew up with me will tell you that. We could call any nigga that grew up with me, and they gonna tell you. The people that know me later are gonna say honey buns, but all the young people they gonna say strawberry soda, Snickers, and Dorito. Doritos ain't even the same no more, man. Them Doritos don't even get old, man. Them Doritos don't even get stale no more. The cheese ain't even real on them Doritos, babe. Cheese is made out of wood chips. That shit don't never get old. Mm. Kev Mac trying to get the soda reparations. That's real talk, sub. No joke. You gotta drink water to replace it or fall out. You can cook an egg on these Vegas streets. Ain't no doubt, man. Told you I put some old hamburger meat on my hood the other morning. I came in the house and came back and the meat was cooked. Kev, you hear about Russia sending nuclear marines and warships to Cuba to strike America's soil if NATO strikes Russia's soil? No, I didn't, man. That's crazy. Big Kev, you like that Munchies food? That's good, yeah. Those cheddar cheese Doritos were the ones in the 80s. They don't taste the same. No, they don't taste the same, man. No, I didn't hear about Russia sending nuclear submarines, man. I'm gonna have to tune into that tonight. And I was about to get up out of here until Black Warrior Spirit blessed me one time. Good looking out, my brother. She said, now they taste. Told you, man, they wood chips. That's why you can leave them out and they don't get old. They ain't made with real cheese, man. You drink, man. You eating the same thing they building houses with nowadays, man. I would like to leave sodas alone too, man. But Mr. Rodney Scott, when I got sick a couple weeks ago, man, and I got better and I started getting my appetite back, man, when I drank that soda, I was like, damn, soda is good. Soda is the bomb. I don't ever want to quit drinking sodas, man. The flavor, dog. I don't know if it's just me or what my body's used to, man. I'm not leaving no sodas alone, man. Paying homage, what up? What's up with the singer citizens beeping on the internet, Frog and Melly Man? First of all, it is senior, like a senior in high school or a senior in college, not a singer like you singing a song. Second of all, I don't know, I spoke on it briefly. Yes, I seen the frog video. Y'all can run this back. Y'all can replay this. I spoke on this already. Hey, I got a good one for y'all real quick, right? I seen an interview. Somebody, no, Munchy B was talking to 600. And I don't know, the conversation came up about Nipsey's shop and t-shirts being taken out the shop, right? And 600 said, man, I didn't hang over there. I don't hang on Crenshaw and Slauson. My first thought was, hey, why not? That's like damn near like the middle of the hood. Like, that's cool for everybody. Come on, Crenshaw and Slauson. But then I realized something. I wonder how many of y'all realize it. Them chili cheese fries and them donuts, Hungry Harold's, Slauson Donuts, man, that's just like Crenshaw and Slauson. It's right across the street from the marathon. Hey, that tripped me out, man. That tripped me out when I heard that. I'm like, damn, is he slipping or does he not know the street signs or did he just forget? Did he? I mean, I thought that was kind of strange, man. That's why I stopped drinking water, citric. I knew a dude that drank so much soda and ate peanut patties that one time he bit down on one and he thought somebody had shot him. Damn. Woody's Barbecue, the Fish House, right next door. Mm. All in the same section, all right by each other, all walking distance. Just walk across the street or walk next door. I just thought that was strange. I thought that was a strange thing to say. I think, what about Snapple? I used to love Snapple. I don't drink Snapple no more. I don't have no urge. If that's the only thing I had to drink in here, I wouldn't drink it. I'm cool on Snapple. You used to drink 10 sodas a day, homie. Man, I used to buy like 24 sodas, man. I would drink about I drink about 12 to 16 a day. I would drink about 12 to 16 canned sodas a day, man. On a regular, just every day. My man says Snapper is a KKK company. Thought about something. Street TV may have been first, but the genre blew up because of you. There wasn't all these channels before you. That's a fact. That's true. That's true. Where Mumpy at? I didn't see Mumpy. What Mumpy say? You need a link, Mump, before I check up out of here? Oh, send me the link. I have 6 minutes. 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh, you're wrong. On. On. They got a link for you, big homie. You know, everybody ain't the big homie, but here go the homie. Oh, barbecue on Crenshaw and Adams. Kev sent the link. Same here, Kev. 10 was average. Always had a 24. Had to have 24 a day. And you know what? Whoever said they purposely put sodas in the black community, check this out. I ain't saying it's true. If that's your findings or that's your conspiracy, it's a good one. Because check this out. What do they do, James Cash, with them sodas? They offer a discount if you buy 3 packs of them. You could buy 3 pack of sodas and get some off, right? So sound pretty real to me. Because they got me buying 3 packs, dog. 3 packs. Like I said, I would go through more than 1 pack a day. So I would need 3 packs, 2 to 3 packs every other day, man. Oh, they on Starbucks like a mug, but don't act like the black sisters ain't on Starbucks nowadays. They on Starbucks like a mug, right? Yeah, I really, honestly, I ain't even gonna lie, I ain't gonna front. I don't even recall buying 1 pack, get 50% off the second pack. But I know you could get 2 packs and sometimes get the third one free. 3 packs, get the fourth one free. I don't know, man. Maybe my memory's a little off, or we shop at different places. They slang soda in the hood like 8 ball, double up. You know what's even more crazy? One plastic bottle of of soda is $2.79 now. Oh, of course, I got addictive personality. My father was a chain smoker, and my mom would used to drink alcohol every day. Beer or wine. Like she didn't drink no hard alcohol. Beer or wine on a daily. Yep. What's up, mom?
What's up, homie? What it do?
My guy, man. Always a pleasure to have
This
you
is
check in.
this this is the only time I get to see you. You done got so famous. It's like, okay, we don't even come this way no more.
No, man, I got things going on in my life where I can't make. You know, I would always love to see you, Big Rick, and a few other homies, my brothers out there. You
Yeah,
know.
you gotta come, man. You gotta remember, like, we gotta have a little special thing because everybody's home now.
Yeah.
When Frankie got out, that mean everybody's out. Like all the G niggas from the '60s is out.
That's
Every
who I
single one.
that's who I want to see and meet Lunatic Frank, dog. We
Yeah,
used to talk on the phone for years.
everybody's out, man.
Man, yeah, good to see you looking good, man, looking happy as always.
I'm trying. Well, that's what I do, man. Hey, listen. You only get one crack at it, man. So you better enjoy it, cause ain't no do overs. Ain't none of
Absolutely.
that. In fact, I done got back up in that gym. I'm trying to get ready for this hot boy summer. You know,
Hey, let me
uh,
ask you a dumbass question, man.
ask me a dumb ass question,
Have
man.
you ever smoked cigarettes and do you drink alcohol?
So I stopped smoking in 1979. I used to smoke cigarettes. In fact, I was smoking Cool Filter Kings. That was my cigarette at the time, my cigarette of choice. As far as I go, yeah, I smoke. I smoke. I drink Casamigos Reposado. That's my drink. I'm a tequila guy,
Yeah, man. You whatever you're doing, man, you're looking good doing it.
and I got a minimum of 2 drinks when I go out.
Smart man.
And
Smart
so,
man.
I'm more of a weekend drinker. Monday through Fridays, I'm trying to stay sober.
Smart man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you
I,
know that. You didn't see me with the cup.
yeah, I seen you with a cup, but sometimes you just have a drink because you out.
Yeah,
Sometimes you drink every time you go out. Who knows? But
yeah. So
I
just
didn't.
to keep you updated on the ladies, so you know we got smashed today in basketball
Oh, by the Harlems.
by the Harlems, man. They took us down, man.
Hmm.
I couldn't make it to the park because I had other obligations, but yeah, they. In fact, I heard they did it twice, not once but twice.
Well, look at the bright side of things. Just like me, from here moving on, you can always say, I ain't never been there when the 60 lost a basketball game.
Well, I took mine to the baseball field, so I know we undefeated in that.
Right, 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 right.
That's one thing I know that we do play. We breed them. I mean, we got a few ballers when it comes to the hoop. I don't know if they played today or not. I don't know exactly who all was on the court, but it was cool though, from my understanding. Nice environment, a lot of love.
Hey, somebody just pointed something out, Monk. He said you said a 2 drink minimum. Did you mean maximum?
Yeah, 2 drink max. Yeah, to see that's what we need. See, we need people like that on our team to correct us when we speak out of turn. I was
Mm,
speaking in error. Yeah, I have a 2 drink maximum.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
I might have that third one depending how the night is going, but I
Mhm,
try to keep it at 2.
mhm. Yeah, Bam. Frank is out. Frank been out for how long, Monk?
Frankie been out about a month now.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
seen him
man.
the other day. Matter of fact, I'm gonna try to connect with him tomorrow.
Yeah, I seen y'all took a couple of pictures. I was like, oh, he home. The first picture I seen of him, I was like, man, this nigga look crazy, like he off Thorazine. So I was
Well,
a little worried.
he's
Huh?
happy. Look, you'll be happy too after being in captivity like that for all them years. You
Yeah,
know,
but the second time I seen pictures of y'all together, I was like, okay, Frank looking good. He looking like a homie.
yeah, it's a process. When you're making that transition into the world. Look, it took me like a couple of years, believe it or not, just to learn how to dress. Like
Man,
really to be
Mom,
a part of
stop.
the time.
Knock it off, Mom. You
Oh
came
man,
on smooth as ever.
I was looking like the real bozo, man. I looked at
Now
some
you
of my
was.
pictures from back in the day, man.
Mom,
I
you
really
came.
was looking like that. Listen, I was cross dressing with the Nikes and the Adidas. I was doing all the clown stuff. In other words,
Man,
hey,
you
it was a real shit show.
Man, you make Adidas look fly, man. You was looking
Boy,
like LL Cool J or Run DMC, man.
I don't know about that. I'm a rapper, but not that type of rapper.
Hey, Mom.
Hey,
Do you remember that time in Tallahassee we took a picture and you had one of your pants legs rolled up?
I still got that.
Hey, somebody said, I think it was Sticky or somebody said, man, you looking like LL Cool J. You was mad as I didn't think that was disrespectful, man. I thought you was cool.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know. But I see Chappelle. I be hanging out with Chappelle too sometimes. He out here doing good for himself. Like
Yeah.
most cats, though. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
I was listening. I wasn't listening, but I seen what you were. I think you had spoke about it. I was just talking about how some people are successful, and then you have those who like never succeed or whatever it may be.
mm.
And you got to just listen. If you really think about it, it's like success is an individual thing, right? Because we
Mm,
measure our success based on our own, life experiences and things of that nature. And so, like, if you was to ask me about my personal life, then I would tell you that, I believe that I've lived a successful life because I'm where I want to be at this point in my life,
mm,
you know. And so that incorporates everything that came, like with the past and all that. It's like with people, I wish I could have did this or I wish I could have did that, and like I try not to live like that because you just don't know. You see what I'm saying?
mm.
It's almost like when you take the process, like I wish I would have never went to jail. Yeah, but I probably would have got my brains blew out, right?
That's what I said.
I probably would have been a crackhead.
Mm,
Like all type of stuff could have came into play. You know
mm,
what I'm saying? But that's just part of the course. That's just part of your course and the journey that you take, into making you who you are today. As long as you where you want to be in your life at this time and at this moment, then that's success. So, and even if it's the dude that's still out there, in the streets doing his thing, right? If that's what he wants to do and that's where he's at, then for him, he's living a good, successful life because that's all he knows at this time in his life.
mm.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
Yeah, yeah. That'll make for a real good a program, a good hour talking about that. I personally feel like, man, I'm nowhere near success because I got a higher level of thinking. But I will say I've had some great times in my life, man. I had some really great years, and I never regret my bad years. That's just like you said, that's part of the path in this life.
Yeah, but see, yeah, and then it's like, so when you say like you really wouldn't see yourself as a success, but if you think about it, here's the thing. So when you progress through life, remember you have to set goals for yourself. And the thing is, because you're a lifelong learner, you're always setting goals. So once you knock down one goal, see now I got another goal to knock down. And I knock down one goal,
Mhm,
I got another goal to knock down. In
mhm.
order to knock down those goals, you have to succeed. You see what I'm saying? You can't get to the next step until you conquer that step right there.
Right.
Right? And ain't no skipping those steps. We've already learned that. You
Yeah,
can't skip the process.
absolutely.
That's just a fact. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like when you look at just say look at how I live today. I get up and go to work 5 days a week. Had I knew that I was going to be doing this right now, then yes, I probably would have done that, right? When I was like 20, 21, like in my 20s, well, just before I left when I was 17. But I would have been doing that in my early years in life. But you
Mhm.
remember what I said? It's because but I didn't know that. Like my
Right.
mind didn't think like that. Because why? Because I wanted to succeed in being a gangbanger, right? That's how I was seeing my success, right? The epitome of being a real gang member. And if I go through that process the way that you're supposed to go through it, then I've succeeded. And my life is a success,
Mhm.
right? Now I will evolve after that, like we all do. Not all of us, but a lot of us evolve after that. And so you lived a successful life in many different areas. You as look as a parent, as a spouse, as a friend, any of that. So I'm just rambling now. I ain't seen you
Well,
in a
no,
minute.
it's all good, man. Just for you blessing the platform is enough.
And,
Let
and,
me.
and so and whoever that was that asked about my Cowboys, tell them absolutely not. We will not be doing anything this year. We blew the last 2 years. Our window was open last year and the year before last. We blew it when we didn't go get Derrick Henry. We then turned around and made the Bozo mistake, and we brought Zeke back, which I have no issue with Zeke. However, if we was gonna bring Zeke back, then I'm trying to understand why didn't we
Oh shit! I think his service went out. Well, that's it for mom. I think his battery died. That might be why he had 6 minutes. His battery probably told him it was on 6%. So yeah, Mumpy's gone, y'all. Wait, wait, he's coming back. Oh, your Wi-Fi went out, Mump. Can you hear us? Yeah, your Wi-Fi is tripping on me. Is that Mumpy that was solid? That Mumpy did a tour, man. Mumpy been in a lot of places, bro. This is our Mumpy, Lil Mump, I don't think ever been to prison. He rests in peace in '89. So if it was after '89, it for sure was Mump. But Mump been around a few blocks and a bunch of tears, man. Mump, your Wi-Fi is out, man. But we thank you for coming on, man. We appreciate it. If you come back, that's a bonus. If not, man, we love you, homie. They say, Mumpy, you got your goals together, but your Wi-Fi is trash. Little Mump, okay, Eddie Boy said Little Mump never did no time, which I didn't think he did, but in prison. So yeah, this is more than likely that's the Mump, man. That dope golf hat Mump. Mump had a golf hat on. I didn't even notice his golf hat. Here we go.
No,
Yeah,
it ain't my Wi-Fi. People was calling me, man. I just got bombarded with a few calls.
oh, I hate when that happens.
Hey, no, hey, Lil Monk went to the pen.
He did?
Yeah, Lil Monk went to the pen with Shyster now
Oh, I didn't know that. He
and Doe
was
Eye.
on, yeah, he was on that case. I didn't know he went to prison though.
Yeah, he did a few years.
Uh
Yeah.
uh quick question. Ask Mumpy to tell the story on how he found Poochie and gave him the name Lil Mump.
Well, I didn't find. Let's understand this. I did not find Poochie. I did not find him. Poochie found himself. He was already in the hood. He was a little homie, a genuine. In fact, he's one of the first generation little homies. Him, Petey Wack, Mad was one, Kid Rock was one. So they was all cut from that cloth, right? And so what happened was Lil Monk started hanging out with me real tough. Me, him, and Petey Wack, we would hang out, go do things together. We would go to the skating ring, just all type of stuff. And it's not that I gave him the name. What happened was when I got gunned down and then got incarcerated, he chose because he had such a high level of respect and love for me, and he liked how I represented myself within the hood. He chose to carry on that lane to keep that love going within our neighborhood, and so that's how that went about. But no, he was always Poochie. I didn't. I don't get none of that. I don't get the credit for his name. I don't get the credit for his reputation. I don't get none of that. He did all that on his own. I was just a good example to him as a big homie. That's all that was.
Oh, that's a pretty good story. I see you show love to him every single year at
That's
his
my
grave.
guy.
Right.
That's my guy, man. See, one thing about me, I genuinely love my homeboys. Like I have no issues with nobody from the hood at all. I love my homies. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't like I try not. Here's my thing, and I remember I told you this in the past. It's almost like when you grew up in life and you do things. If you can find it within yourself to give someone outside of your community, outside of your family, outside of your neighborhood a pass or a break, then God damn it, you can give your own a break. That doesn't make sense to me. That I can give another nigga a pass, but I can't give my homie a pass. See, that don't like even like balance with me, man. So like I love mine. Before I get into an argument, nigga, I'm walking away. I'm out of here. I'll talk to you tomorrow. We'll be okay.
Only two people have ever told me that. You and Peanut. Peanut says it to me all the time, man.
Yeah. And that's the homie. I love that motherfucker. And he
Man,
stay lacing me.
yeah.
Stay lacing me. Why wouldn't I listen to him?
Before you came on, you probably heard me talking about it. Constructive criticism from a real homie, man, that's the
Yeah.
best love you can get.
Yeah. And he gives it to me every day. You know what his main criticism about me is?
What's that?
He don't like me wearing S hats. He don't like me wearing anything that symbolizes like with the NY. And I get it. I understand it, right? But it's not like I don't rock those things because I'm banging. I don't rock them anything. I just rock them. Okay, listen. I got this song, right? The reality is this: when somebody see me, oh, that's old boy. He from the '60s. You see what I'm saying? That's just the reality. That's just the reality of it. It's not like, oh, that's old boy and he banging. It's not like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, that's old boy and he tripping. But that's how people are going to identify me if that's how they know you.
Right.
Just like a person who wouldn't know me, they just like they would identify me in another form. So but yeah, but I'm learning to get away from it.
Yeah, I'm still stuck in that. Peanut tells me that all the time. Like, man, look what you got on, man. Put a button-up shirt on. But that
Yeah,
ain't my style, man.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, as we get older, I mean, we got kids and grandkids. I mean, we could dress a little better, but I think you dress excellent though,
I
man.
try.
Regardless,
I'm
like,
a bum right now.
I mean, you gonna make anything look
Yeah, I
good.
try to. I think I'm cool now. I do. Look, I dress like this sometimes. Sometimes I find myself doing this old crazy shit. I'm
Yeah,
still trying to understand what this is about, but I do that old dumb shit
you
sometimes.
you know what it's about. Monster Cody said you used to come through with the hood.
No, I was probably wearing my perm, man. I was wearing my fly with a fly. I had a perm back then. I used to like to keep them rollers in my hair, man. I had to keep them plastic rollers up in my stuff.
Man, I don't know. Monster Cody said you was a known shooter with your
That
hood
was
over
my
your
guy, man. I had a lot of love for that dude, man. That was my guy, I
head.
watched him from a little cat, so
Yeah.
I got a different perspective of him. So
Well, you know
and my
all
love, I don't allow my love for people to change based on someone else's situation. It had nothing to do with me. You
right,
know, I got to keep mine legit. If they want to trip on me, hey, you can trip on me. I'm not tripping.
right.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah, my brother taught me that. He taught me, man, we don't turn on our friends. Stay out of that.
Yeah,
I was a youngster when he told me that.
yeah,
I'm in Sacramento. Hey, they say you was in Folsom Soledad back in the day.
yeah.
Yeah.
I,
Oh,
I did 2 tours in Soledad.
the Poochie hang on Arlington at Big Rick's house.
Of course, who didn't back then? If you listen, if you cut from a certain cloth, who wasn't on the AG block? You got to remember, there's only certain blocks you hung out on. It's either AG block or the Dime. Like them was the two dominant blocks during that time. Like it expanded, like dudes started hanging out on Madden, West Bully, Bryanhurst, and all that. But like in its inception, you was either on the AG block or you was on the Dime. And as you know, everybody had to have been to the Dime. You had to report to that's like saying I never went to a meeting at 59th,
Mhm.
but I'm of a certain age. You see what I'm saying? Like, don't come telling me you like in your late 40s, 50s, and early 60s, nigga. And you ain't never been to no meeting at the nine. You ain't never been on the dime block. You never hung out with AG. We gotta talk about that.
You got a good Daryl Strawberry story?
Absolutely not.
His brothers, though, right?
Huh?
His brothers, you know his brothers real well,
Oh
right?
no, I know the whole family real well. The
Yeah.
whole fam, the whole
Yeah.
entire fam bam.
Mhm.
You know, yeah. I spent most of my time, of course, with Ronnie. You know,
Right. Right.
and,
Ronnie.
and, and I'm trying to figure. I think Ronnie was a far better baseball player than Durrell. You would have to have
Yeah.
seen him and know that, but Ronnie was far better. But
Yeah.
Ronnie,
I remember you and Moody was telling me that.
yeah, but Ronnie wanted to hang out with the Crips.
Mhm.
You know how that go. Like I said, Keto Rock was like that. Keto Rock was a hell of a baseball player. He wanted to
Mhm.
hang out with the homies.
Mhm.
Holly Rock was a hell of a football player. He wanted to hang out with the homies.
Mhm.
These cats was like all Americans.
Mhm.
You know,
That would be a deep ass documentary. I'm not talking about no interview with my camera. I'm talking about real documentary on the '60s and even other sets in LA. But the
oh man,
'60s,
I
how
mean,
many stars chose to go the gang route?
we talk about that all the time, man.
Man, that would be a bomb documentary, bro.
We talk about that all the time. It's like if you just only knew, man. And like you say, that's like in every community, man. Like in every hood, cats got stories about their homeboys that really could have made it in all type of fields, and not just sports, but just with their pure intellect. Like really, really could have done stuff and accomplished things, but hey, the streets was calling. You know what I'm saying? And then you have to remember, there was a time that when you didn't have certain examples, right, to follow. Like it's almost like if you look at it now, like So the younger generation, see, they actually can see dudes who actually went to prison, bro, and gave a whole lot of their life, right? Like wasted away up in there, right? So now you have a good example. Like, man, I ain't trying to do that. Like a good example, because that's the end of that. Because you remember, that's what they say. That's what it gets you: either prison, right, or it gets you death.
Mm-hmm.
If you just continue that course. Of course, we know we all got to die, and that's what But that don't mean I have to put myself at risk. That's all. Because like you said, we already know what our best thinking got us, right,
Mm-hmm.
back in the day. So that means you got to change your way of thinking. Start
Right.
thinking about the things that you think about.
Yeah, if you don't change your way of thinking, you stuck being a teenager.
Yes, you are. As they say, the Peter Pan syndrome. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I'm
but
not gonna hold you, Mom. I'm
yeah,
thankful that you
yeah.
stopped through.
I gave you double. I gave you double the 6 minutes that I have for you because
And
I'm actually I'm in the process of doing something. Like I just got back in town. I was out of town for a minute,
mm,
and then I had to take mom to the hospital. She wasn't feeling too good, so
oh man.
I had to take care of that. But other than that, all is good on my end, man.
Yeah, well, my prayers are with her and the
Oh yeah,
family, man.
it's solid. She
Hey,
remember you. She remember you. She asks us about you.
she probably like, why that nigga ain't been back over here?
Yeah, I remember you was the youngest cat that came over there the first day I got out,
hmm
right? And so
hmm
I appreciate that because I remember who was there when I first came home,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
and you was
remember.
at the house. So I
hmm
remember that. I appreciate that. And
Oh man, come
she
on, Mom.
remembers that because that's how she looks at that. It's like who was there. That's how and that's how any parent looks at stuff. Like
Right.
they think about it, like, okay, well, who was there? And so it shows that they have some type of true concern or appreciation or whatever it be. So
Well, Mom, I don't know if she remembers because me and her never talked
you
about
didn't
it.
have
But
to talk. She remember everybody that was like what they dressed and what they had on and everything.
now, see, Mom, you usually respectful and don't cut people off. You usually listen and think before you speak. What I was talking about was when my mother passed, your mother sent me a condolence card in prison.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was wondering if she remembers that.
I
And
don't
maybe
know if
I'm
you remember that. I'm
stand
gonna
up.
ask her. I
Yeah,
will ask her
yeah.
because she's very much into that. Like when Mark Moody mother got sick, she used to go over there and she would sit up with Mark's mother.
hmm
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I miss Mark's mom. Well, go
yeah,
on, man. I'm appreciative that you came on the show, man.
yeah, you be good, boy. Be safe. Like I said, I'll be out your way and hopefully about at least within the next 3 weeks.
All right. After
Hopefully
three
that's
weeks,
my plan.
after 3 weeks, I'll be headed to
Yeah.
Houston. But so hopefully I'll see
You
you
going
then.
where?
To Houston.
Houston. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I haven't made Houston. Yeah, I've been a few places and I haven't did Houston yet.
We got to catch a Dodger game next year out of town, man.
We will. We will.
All right.
But
Mahalo,
you
man.
be good. Salute. Hey, I got one of these for you when I see you, boy.
Oh, thanks, man.
You
That
don't get you
motherfucker.
get this kind. You don't get the other kind. You get this kind.
All right. All
You
right.
know.
Good looking. All right, bro.
Homie. You be good, man. Give my love to everybody. Stay solid.
All right. You too.
If you
Hey.
see Creep, tell him I said what's happening.
Who?
Creep.
Oh, okay. I don't
Creep.
see Creek, but all right.
Oh. Oh, okay.
All right, bro.
All right.
Yeah. Well, we had Mumpy come through. Mumpy came through. Eddie Boy still yelling bombs, man. The Dodgers, man. We did our thing with them Yankees, though. Hey, I'm out of here too, y'all. Salute, salute, man. We finally got Mump to come through. Unexpected. You know what I always say? You never know who might show up on KM Video live streams, dog. Hey, y'all take it easy, man. I'm out of here. Peace.